Hey friends, y'all come on in the house because I have got so much to talk to y'all about. Do you recognize this kitchen? Have y'all ever seen this kitchen? No, you've never seen this kitchen. So I want to tell y'all all about it. Michael and I decided that we were going to become
Minimalist.
Minimalist. I told Michael, I said, I can't hardly say it. I hope I'm going to be able to do it. We have gotten to the age where we feel like we want less to take care of. So we are busy renovating Dogwood. You know, it was the house that we built when we got married, and that was going to be our forever home. And so we never, ever even dreamed of ever letting go of that property because Michael and I actually felt like that we might eventually go back to that as we got a little older. So, River Bend, we sold it to some wonderful younger people that are going to be able to enjoy that 5 acres so much. Michael and I are just in an exciting next phase of our life. So I was so blessed, y'all, because my son Bobby lives on the marsh. He lives on salt water right here. And on his property, he has the home that he and his wife and triplets live in. And then the house next door is his guest house for folks. And seems like there's a lot of, Bobby has a lot of folks coming and going in this house. Well, I was so thankful because it was vacant. So I asked him, I said, son, would you mind if Michael and I move in your guest house while we're under construction at Dogwood? So he said, oh, Mama, you know I'd love to have you. I would love to have you. So I'm right next door to those 3 babies. And I've got a beautiful water view to look at. So I'm already starting to enjoy having less. Last night, the last 2 nights, I've cooked a big meal for us. And I told Michael, I said, it's so strange, Michael, that I'm in here cooking our supper and I can see you on the sofa. You're in this room with me. I said, that's really, really nice. He said, I know, Paula, I felt the same way. He said, I'm just really ready for smaller. And I said, you know, me too. So, but we're having to do a lot of renovation because I can't believe, y'all, it's been 15 years since we built Dogwood. It's hard to believe. Maybe it's been 16. I don't know. But anyway, I just wanted to catch y'all up on my life and what's been going on. We're very, very happy, very thankful. God has been so good, and we're ready to go to that next phase. So, speaking of good stuff, y'all, I have had so many people tell me how much they love the Lady and Sons barbecue. And, you know, at our restaurant at the Lady and Sons, we don't have outdoor pits or anything like that. We have to make do with our ovens. And you know what? We do a dadgum good job at it because our barbecue is delicious. And one of the things that makes it good is liquid smoke. This will give you your hickory flavor like you've cooked it out of doors over wood. But most of us don't have a luxury of having a smokehouse in our backyard. So I'm gonna start by just rubbing this down with that liquid smoke. And this is a Boston butt, y'all. I don't know why they stuck a Boston with a butt. don't have any idea, Teresa, Eddie, do y'all know why Boston got stuck with a butt?
I
I don't either. So, anyway, Boston, your butt show is good. All right, now we've got that covered good with the liquid smoke. It smells good. It smells like a fire is burning outside. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is, and the recipe that is on our website or somewhere, it calls for an 8-pound, and of course this is just a 5-pound butt, but it calls for like 4 tablespoons of house seasoning. So I don't think this smaller butt's gonna require that much. I have used 2 already. 3, maybe it is gonna take 4. And then it calls for some Lowry's seasoning salt. So I'm not gonna put a whole bunch because I don't want this so salty we can't eat it. All right, and I'm gonna cook this in my pressure cooker, y'all, because it doesn't take hours and hours and hours. You know, and if you cook a butt on a smoker or on the grill, you're looking at 4 to 5, 6 hours maybe, depending on how big your butt is.
People are scared of pressure cookers.
I know they're
So
scared
tell
of.
them why not to be scared.
Well, you know, I was actually frightened of my mother's, Teresa, because it was a stovetop and that little thing would jiggle. And I had heard so many times that, you know, people wouldn't put the top on right and it would explode and hit the ceiling. I heard a story that one woman, when she passed away, her children went in to redo her house. They found 23 of those in her ceiling, in her kitchen. So apparently she didn't know how to put that top on right.
Nor was she scared.
No, no, she wasn't scared. So I don't want to toot my own horn, but I have to. Because when I started working on coming up with a pressure cooker that I felt was good for my friends out there, my fans, I wanted it to be foolproof, and mine is. It's so simple. Now I'm just gonna put our butt down in there. You know what, and I'm gonna put about a cup of water. You know, you don't need to put a whole bunch of water. I'm just gonna wash that seasoning and that. There you go. Just rinse out that thing. And like I said, now I'm not gonna use but about a cup of water because it's gonna be amazing how much juice this produces. So anyway, back to my pressure cooker. When my children were little, oh, it's already getting hot. I've plugged it in. When my children were little, I wouldn't even let them in the kitchen when I was using my mother's pressure cooker because I was afraid. I was afraid it would blow up on them. So my pressure cooker, y'all, I got to steal some more things to put in there. But you see an arrow and you see where it says open. You just line that arrow up with that. So let me finish putting the rest of our ingredients in. All right, we've got 1 onion that's been sliced up. Ooh, gosh, that was a big onion, wasn't it, y'all?
I don't really understand the difference between medium and large.
I know it.
I just go the more the better.
Well, you can't have too much onion, too much butter, too much. Yeah, you can have too much salt. All right, so here we go. I've lined that up to lock it down. All I have to do is turn it to close. It is foolproof, y'all. And when I'm cooking in my pressure cooker, any of my grandchildren that want to come in the room with me, they are allowed, because I know this was not going to blow up on them. So I'm going to set this for 1 hour, and then we'll come back and take a look at it. And I may have to run it for, 15, 20, maybe even 30 minutes more. But an hour, hour and a half is a very, very, very short time compared to what you would have if you were cooking this on a smoker or a grill. I know Michael has cooked some butts for us before, and he's cooked them like 8 to 10 hours. So most of us don't have that kind of time, and I don't want to go chopping no wood. So I'll see y'all in an hour, and we'll check it out. Okay, y'all, our butt is done. I think I wound up cooking it for maybe an hour 25 minutes, which I know may sound a lot, but honey, when you're comparing it with outside, it is so easy. And you want this like fork tender. I tried to take it out and it fell apart. All right, look at this. And I did trim that up, y'all. I cut all the fat off of it. I left a little bit of fat, but because a little bit of fat makes it so good. But I didn't want it where it'd just be so greasy.
So Paula, when you release the pressure,
Yes.
I'm sorry, I always ask about
That, no, that's all right. Ask me.
So when you went to release it, since we didn't show it, you actually have to do it a little bit and then do it a little bit
Well,
more.
you can stand there and hold it, but I'll do it for a while, and then I have something else I got to do, so I'll stop and
But that's
come
what
back.
gets rid of
Or
all
you
that
can let
stuff.
you can let it self-release,
Okay.
and it really doesn't take long. But sometimes I just get impatient.
And
But
that takes away all the stuff
I
that would burn
love this pressure cooker.
you. I know you do.
I love it.
That's why I want other people to
It
love
saves me. Saves my life when I've got to get a quick meal together. All right, so here is what I would do, y'all. We got this scrumptious butt cooked. So, rather than making a big old bowl of barbecue, I would maybe just use what I thought we would eat, which is this. And as I was getting it out of the pot, I dropped it, but it landed in a good spot. So all we're gonna do, oh look at that. It is so tender. Take a bite, Teresa. Just use your fingers.
Well, it's hot.
Well, maybe a little.
Oh my gosh.
Is that delicious or what?
Oh my gosh.
I know.
I have to be honest. I haven't had a butt in a pressure cooker, so I was a little concerned.
Oh,
I love
really?
all this, but that is really juicy.
I know. Look how tender.
I almost
Oh
think
my
that's
gosh.
better than in a smoker.
I know it. And I swear it would take 6 to 8 hours
Yeah.
to cook that butt. But so I can decide at 4:30 or even 5 o'clock. I'm hungry for some barbecue. And I can make it happen
That's good.
in time for supper. Now this other part, oh, Michael's gonna be so happy when he gets home and sees he's got barbecue. So you can eat this on a bun, or you can just eat it plain, bust you out a bag of potato chips and some baked
Coleslaw.
beans and coleslaw, yes. So, what I'm gonna use for sandwiches, I would just come in here. Usually I make my own barbecue sauce, y'all, but I'm kind of topsy-turvy in a new kitchen, so all you have to do is just toss that. And I love a mustard barbecue sauce. You could actually mix it with a red and a mustard. Whoops, get back in there. Or in there. Now taste this, Teresa. If that's not out of this world.
I already eyed this piece.
Oh, okay. All right, Eddie.
That's the bomb.
Is that too big of a bite for you, Eddie?
Yes. I'll wait.
No, you can't wait. You got to tell us. Is that too big of a bite? Here.
It's wonderful.
Give me that camera. Give me that camera so I can show them what a mess you're making.
I'm sorry, I dropped it.
But what do you think? That little bite that you got?
That's great.
I mean, you'll be the hit of the party. All right, so there's our barbecue sandwich meal. And now this, my mother used to cook pork roast. And I thought they were out of this world, which they were. And she'd make pork roast and gravy. Teresa, did your mother ever make that?
Yes.
Eddie, did your
That was
mother ever
Sunday
make
meal.
it? Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
She would cook pork roast and gravy. I know your mama cooked a lot of pork loin, didn't
Well, it was, pork loin, and then remember I told you it was a pork roast with bone in. That
Yeah, which
so
I don't
good.
see those here. Pork loin, bone in. But, so for a more of a meal, I would take this half and I would make some pork roast gravy. And you know what? In those little envelopes at the grocery store, they actually have a pork roast gravy.
That's good.
And I thought, I'm going to have to buy that and try it to see if it really is. And it really was.
Really? Because I think
It
gravy's
was-
hard to make.
Well, pork roast gravy, I mean, you got to get that stock from somewhere. So it just made it very, very easy.
Look at that. We have Friday night dinner and Sunday dinner.
Yes.
All
Yes.
all in that pot
Yes.
in an hour and a half.
Yes. So that's what I would do. And there's probably more things that you could do with this. You could probably do some type of pasta. I used to do, oh my gosh, and it was so good. I used to do a 3-meat pasta. And it would be pork, chicken, and I think ham. And that recipe is out there in the Twilight Zone somewhere. But you could do that with it. But
So pretty.
I'm telling you. So this will get sliced. I'll make some wonderful pork roast. And you know what else is good, y'all? Slice this, make your gravy, slice it, and do an open face, hot pork roast. You know what I'm talking about. Open face.
Oh, I'm going to eat. That was
Open
one of
face, hot.
those. Well, you made beans yesterday. Are they still available?
No, honey, they're
Aw.
gone. Those pole beans were so good.
You made those in the pressure cooker, so we'll
Yes,
have to show that
yes.
sometime.
And I cooked fresh ladyfinger peas in my pressure cooker day before yesterday. I cooked them for 10 minutes. 10 minutes and they were ready to eat. Like I said, I love this sheen. I love it. So I hope that y'all enjoy this recipe. I think if you try it, you'll really like it. So, I'm sending you love and best dishes. Always. Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.